Yo, what is going on, Guardians, and welcome back to another Destiny gameplay video. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys some gameplay. I've been trying to keep the Crucible a little bit funky fresh by ferociously friggin' farming folks with fusions. That was a lot of F's, but we made it through it. I'm proud of us. Anyways, I've been just trying to have some fun, you know, after a really sweaty weekend of trials. As the trials player base starts to dwindle a little bit and you're left with more and more tryhards in the player base. Trials has been getting pretty sweaty, so after a weekend of trials on Burning Shrine, it felt good just to unwind a little bit by playing the Sunbreaker subclass, throwing on that Plan C. I whipped out a Her Revenge old hand cannon you might be familiar with. Mine's got Hot Swap and not Icarus, I totally lied to you. It's got Hot Swap and Grenadier and Rifled Barrel, and pulling out this old Hawksaw I used to use a ton of. And just having some fun with these things, trying to keep Crucible a little bit fresh, so it's not the same thing, you know. So I even did several games where I went and I took an underused subclass, and then I used the underused perks in the underused subclass. So I even did several games where in some of the gameplay in this video is of this build. But what I did is I activated all of the Sunspot perks. So I'm not using Sun Charge or Stroke the Forge or anything. I'm not using extra hammers, but a lot of times I'm using these abilities so that maybe when I get a melee kill or when I get a kill with my hammers, then it creates a sunspot on the ground. I can then go and stand in the sunspot for an overshield and extended duration on my hammers. It's just kind of fun to play around with this stuff. It is. Does that mean that it's effective? Not really. It doesn't mean that it's the most effective way to play the game, but you know what? It's different. It's changing the way that you see engagements. It's changing the way that you make your decision making, and it keeps the game a little bit fresh. And you see that when I stand in these sunspots. Look, overshield! How cool is that? Now I can't really go anywhere. As soon as I walk out, the overshield goes away. I wish it would stay with you. It would make more sense to me if that perk made it so that when you left the sunspot, the overshield stays with you for at least a few seconds. That would make more sense to me, because you do have to sacrifice Cauterize in order to have that perk active. So it would make more sense to me that you would get some real benefit out of it other than just standing still in your sunspot. But moving on, so that's the gameplay that you're watching here. I hope that you enjoy it. I had a lot of fun whipping out that Plan C again and getting some fun kills with it. But the thing about playing like this is it doesn't mean that the rest of the people in the Crucible are also going to be playing casually. Doesn't mean that at all. In fact, you know, with my competition of late, I feel like every time I queue up a public match, the majority of players are playing like it's the 9th win on a Trials card and they don't have mercy, or like it's the last game of a tournament. Everyone's using the crap out of the meta, and I try my best not to be mad at players for playing like that, but I gotta be honest with you, after a while, it just gets annoying. It just gets really annoying to be going up against Clever Dragons and Matadors all day, every day, all the time. I literally queued up a match of Zone Control the other day just to play on this build right here. 3 out of the 6 players in the other team were Stormcallers with Clever Dragon Matadors. 3 people in a team of 6 were using the exact same setup. There was a point in the game where all 3 of them popped their supers at the same time. It didn't matter where you went, you were going to run into Emperor Palpatine McTickleFingers, and your day was going to be ruined. It was just like, do we have to try so freaking hard all the time? But, you know, it is what it is. We are, in my opinion, so far overdue for a little bit of a patch. Just a little bit of change, a little bit of diversity would really go a long way, in my opinion. But does that mean I'm not enjoying the Crucible? No, not at all. I'm still having a blast as I play in the Crucible, and when you equip loadouts like this, it just makes your kills that much more enjoyable when you shut people down with things like fusion rifles and underused weapons. When people look at it and they say, I got killed by what? It just makes it that much more enjoyable to me. Quickly, I do want to squeeze this in the video. There's still people asking some of the same questions over and over again. If you're maybe relatively new to the channel and you've only been here for the past couple of months, 3 or 4 months, then let me just answer some of these questions for you. I still, in just about every video, I apologize if you hear my dog in the background. Bork, 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 bork. I think the delivery man is here. But anyways, if you're new to the channel, I still get asked on every video, dude, TV, where do you get these tracks that you're using in this video? Where can I listen to this music? Some people don't like it. A lot of people do like the music. If you do like the music, let me just tell you some disappointing news about the music that I use. I use all music that is created by private artists and uploaded to specific websites where you the only way you can download their tracks or you can listen to their tracks at all is by paying for a license to use that track. All the music I use is licensed. I purchase licenses for these tracks, and even the cheapest tracks out there, and just to listen to the full track you're gonna have to pay about $20 to do that. So I use sites like Audio Jungle and Envato to get these tracks. So if you want to listen to these tracks, if you really, as some people I guess really like the tracks, if you really want them, I could give you a link to it, but the only way you can listen to it is by paying at least $20, if not more, to download the track, because you can't just buy the track, you have to buy the license with it. That's just the way that it is. So, and a lot of people ask for the titles to these tracks. The titles to these tracks are literally like instrumental number 4 by some artist you've never heard of. They don't even have real titles. So if you really want them, I can give you the links and you could purchase them, but you can't even listen to the track without buying it. If you can preview the track and the audio is basically corrupted on the preview, so that you can't just capture the preview of it and listen to it. So anyways, sorry for that news. But a lot of people also ask, how do we play Trials with you? You know what, I stream all the time on the weekends. Feel free to stop by the stream. It's The True Vanguard on Twitch. I can put the links to that in the descriptions of the video. There's also this exit panel that you're seeing right here, shows some of my other social media. Feel free to look me up in those places. So hopefully we get some Destiny 2 news on the horizon, since Destiny 2 is supposed to come out sometime this year. I'd love to hear some news, get some teasers. I don't know about you, but I'm anxious for the future. Hopefully you enjoyed the video and the gameplay. Thank you so much for stopping by. I love you guys so much. You know, you really changed my life with this channel and the way that you've supported it. So we'll catch you on the flip-flop.